Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. It really does help the channel. But anyway, today is Friday and it's the beginning of Kerry's birthday weekend. Yes, it's a birthday on Monday, so we are gonna, today we are going in the van, let me tell you. But we're off to York for the day, for the night, for the day stroke night. We're going to stay in a hotel tonight. We're going to take the van. Then tomorrow we're going to head off somewhere else. We're only going to go in. We're only spending one night in the hotel tonight, aren't we, Kez?
Yes.
Hello. So yeah, we're going to head off to York. The sun's shining. Look at that. It's beautiful out there today. I'm in a really, really good mood because the sun just makes me really happy. It's been a miserable, horrible, damp, winter, hasn't it? So yeah, we're gonna head off to York. We might get some footage, we might not. We're obviously gonna get inebriated, probably go out for some food, and then we're staying in the hotel, and then we're gonna head off somewhere else tomorrow. We're going out with some friends because it happens to be 3 other people's birthdays the same day as Kerry's, which is quite unusual, but yeah, so we're going to celebrate a birthday with some friends in York, and we're going to have a right bash. So we might get some more footage later on of us being out and about in York, or we might just not bother, but we'll see how we feel. But if not, you'll definitely catch us in the morning when we look rough as. See you in a bit.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break.
Morning. It's just still morning, isn't it?
11.
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
So we were out last night in York. Had quite a decent night, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good afternoon stroke night, wasn't it? Really
Yeah,
good.
went to quite a few pubs and bars. We went to one of the most haunted pubs in York.
We spent some money, by the way, as well.
We spent a lot, yes, we did. Lots and lots and lots of money.
Too much money.
Yeah. So we got some ghost stories from the dude that lives in this haunted pub.
Do you remember the name of it?
The 3 tons.
3 tons, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the 3 tons that we were in there. And the bar manager lives upstairs, and he was telling us things that he'd heard. So when he sat in his living room, he can hear people like shouting for help from the cellar and that kind of thing. And apparently there's a little boy that runs around and knocks everyone's drinks over. There is a lady of the night who likes to pour red wine over women. And there's an old man that shouts at people in the corner. We didn't see any of this, did we?
No, we're stuck at level
we're just
crossing
stuck here at the minute. So we're not just pulled up and talking random stuff in the middle of nowhere for no reason. But it was a good night. We were out with 3 other couples, weren't we?
Yeah.
So we didn't do any videoing last night. We were just having fun, enjoying ourselves, and we didn't want to worry about having to take the camera with us and all that kind of stuff. And then at the end of the night, we'd found this Stone Roses bar earlier on, me and you had, hadn't we?
Yeah, it's a brilliant bar. Absolutely brilliant bar.
Yeah. Nice bit of music in there. There's pool tables. It was just a nice place.
That playing that kind of music, wasn't they? And
yeah, playing old Oasis and all that kind of stuff. So we found that. So we went back there later on, thinking, oh, it's going to be really good atmosphere in there. We'll head there at the end of the night and go and have a bit of a dance and all that. And we get there, there's a bit of a queue. So we're waiting in the queue for, what, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes, maybe a bit longer.
Yeah, and then we get to the front of the queue and the bouncers at the front of the queue point out one of our friends who's like the quiet, most placid person on a night out, innit? It's like, and it's like, you're not allowed in, you've just been kicked out of a different bar, you're too drunk to be in anywhere. And we're like looking around and going, what? Who?
It was an absolute, another job's worth.
Yeah.
And the fact that Adam, we hadn't been kicked out of anywhere.
No.
We walked out of we hadn't caused any trouble in any pubs.
No, we're just all having a laugh.
We were all having a laugh. We've walked out of every single pub. We've not been chucked out of any pub.
No.
And then we gets to the front of the queue and he pinpoints Adam out and says, you can't come in. We're like, you're having a laugh, mate. What are you on about? We're not even, we was drunk, but we weren't even drunk. We was just
we were
merry,
happy, weren't
tipsy.
We? Yeah.
Happy drunk, taking the mick out of each other. And, you know, and this idiot, job's worth of a bouncer, wouldn't allow him in.
No.
And then he was trying to use bully boy tactics. I have actually videoed him on I might put the video up.
I've actually hurt my ankle as well because they tried to push me out the way and push me into the road, and I decked it, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I've got a bit of a sore ankle today.
So I might post the video, I might not, because I don't know whether I want our channel to be associated with behaviour like that from, you know, and it's absolutely shocking that people are actually getting paid and they behave like that. I've got a good mind to send the video.
And then after we'd walked up the street, they then decided that they were going to follow us up the street.
Yeah, trying to intimidate us like there's some bad man gangsters. But at the end of the day, the door supervisors, they should not be doing stuff like that. So like I say, I've got a good mind to send the video evidence to the local, to York Council, and show them what absolute jobs worth they have working for on their doors in the pubs in the city, because it
wouldn't even show us the badge numbers or anything.
Wouldn't show us the badge numbers.
Like, you've got no right to see the badge numbers.
Well, it's like, well, why have you got your badge on then? Why have you got a badge on? You know, I want to report you because you're not doing your job as it should be done. So anyway, we finished the night off a bit of an anticlimax, to be quite honest. And then
we get back to the hotel.
And then we get back. Bearing in mind, we were in the van because what's happened is we've decided, because we knew we was going to York for the night. We thought, well, we'll go in the van and then we'll go up to our special place which we like to go to for Saturday night, and we'll sit and watch the Grand Prix. It so happens that the sun's out and it's an amazing day today. But anyway, so we goes in the van and we pays £25 for the valet parking, because we don't want to be parking in the council. And it was about the same. If we'd have had to leave the van in the council car park, it would have been probably a little bit more. But at least where we left it was underground, and it was in the under the hotel. Yeah,
behind locked shutters and all that kind of stuff, so it's safe.
So we gets there, we leaves the key with the guy. There's plenty of height because there's a big shutter door. I think it said 3 metres, didn't it?
2.8 metres, yeah, plenty of height.
Plenty high enough for the van. So we goes out, comes back, and we walks, and he's left the van outside on the slipway to the underground parking. We're like, what? Like on show to everybody, and everyone that's walking past on the pavement, it's like they're rubbing past it and stuff. It's like, no, we're not paying £25 to have it parked there. So we had a bit of a discussion with the valet parking, didn't we? In the end, and he managed to. In the end, he did move it for us and moved it inside.
Yeah.
But whenever we wanted to get anything out of the van, they were just making it. They didn't want us to go down there and stuff. It was just, they wouldn't give us our key, would they?
No. I had to lose my temper slightly with the reception people and time to go get my car key, or the van key right now.
It's like, give us our van key. It's our van key, not yours, not your van, just because it's parked in your parking thing.
And I get it for security reasons, but if we can give you the registration number of the vehicle when it's parked underneath and you can't see any of the vehicle registrations or anything like that, then yeah.
So that was that annoyed us quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
We fell out big time with it. We came back.
Came back
with a kebab.
Yeah, went to sit in the bar because my ankle was throbbing. So before we went up to the room, we went and just sat in the bar. And it was like, you can't bring that in here. Yeah, the bar's shut, they're not serving any food. they're just like clearing up at the bar, weren't they?
Yeah.
Basically, and they were like, "You can't eat that in here." I was like, "I'm not eating it. It's just there. It's just there. I'm not eating it." And then we had the farce with getting the van key, and then when I came back in, I picked one little bit of kebab meat up, didn't I, and put it in my mouth, and then he turned around and he went, "I told you couldn't eat that in here," and went out to reception, was like, "Call the police."
Bearing in mind, we're residents in the hotel. We've took a kebab in that's wrapped up, even it's boxed still.
Yeah.
We'd left it on the table in the bar. We wasn't even eating it. And what difference does it make if you're eating it in the hotel bar or eating it in your hotel room? You know, it's just ridiculous. So I was like, "What are you gonna do, mate? You're gonna ring the police because I'm eating a kebab in your bar?" You know, it's like
It'd be different if we were throwing the kebab around.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. But picking up one piece of kebab meat and eating
this
it.
is the Hilton, by the way, in York.
Right next to the tower.
Yeah, so the staff were quite rude on the night shift. The staff in the daytime on the day shift were actually really nice. They've helped us out a lot and they were very friendly. I can't fault the daytime
There was the
staff.
one concierge that was very helpful, weren't he? He was trying to just calm the situation down a little bit.
Well, you wouldn't expect that from a Hilton either, so you wouldn't expect that from any...
The barman saying call the police because they've eaten a bit of kebab meat. The police are just going to laugh at them, aren't they?
It's just shots. I mean, we weren't even causing any bother. We were merry again, but like I say, we wasn't drunk or making a disturbance or anything like that, behaving stupidly. So it was a real anticlimax, wasn't it?
It was, yes. And once we got up to the room, we had a conversation, didn't we, about this is why we'd much rather be out in the van rather than in hotel rooms.
In hotels, and it proved that point exactly, didn't it? And it was like this is the reason why we don't. This is the reason why we brought a van, so we don't have to come to places like this.
Yeah.
Look at this. What's this place?
Not sure what that is.
Say you won't get to see these, but you'd never know that was there either, would we?
No.
Whatever it is, I don't know what it is. Some sort of castle. Thigston Highwayman.
Yeah, it's
Well, we'll be having a few of them today.
Oh yeah, hopefully. Get on the spot.
We'll be having a few of them later on, won't we, baby?
Yep. But yeah, so that's our little run done. We did have a really good day yesterday.
Yeah, the sun was shining. We had a really good afternoon.
I think I got a bit of sunburn on my nose.
We had a bit of a laugh.
Doesn't believe me, but I have.
With some good mates. So yeah, it was all in all, it was all right, wasn't it? But
Yeah.
at the end of the night.
It was just the end bit.
So now we're on our way to a little place that you probably might have seen before. I'm not sure if we've done. We have done.
Yes, we have. Yeah, because we had the video where we thought we were racing another van there, didn't we?
Yes. Yeah. So we're on our way to the little village that we like to go to. Can't remember the name of it.
Ainthorpe.
Yeah, that's the one. We're gonna hopefully because the sun is shining. There's a lot more vans. We've noticed a lot more vans out today. So we're hoping that our spot where we're going to go is not already full, aren't we?
Yes.
And we've already had a bit of a conversation that even if there is someone on there, we're probably just going to pull up anyway.
Yeah.
But as you've noticed, we haven't got the Bulldog with us this weekend because obviously we spent the night in a hotel last night. So it seems a little bit lonely in the van, doesn't it, baby?
Yes, it does. But it does seem very clean as well.
And it smells a lot better. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting to our little park up, away from everybody, so we don't have to deal with any idiots.
Get the F1 on, sit in the sunshine.
We might even be able to dig our chairs out today because it is quite warm outside. So we'll probably dig the chairs out, sit and swing the TV out, watch some of the F1 qualifying, and sing a couple of beers.
Yep, that's the plan.
And have some lunch.
Yep.
So we'll catch you when we get to the spot. We've arrived at our beautiful park up. That's our view for the night, afternoon, stroke, evening, night, or whatever you call it. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow day. We're probably going to stay here all day tomorrow.
We probably will, won't we, be fair.
We're going to cook a Sunday dinner again, aren't we? Well, I'm going to cook Kerry.
I'm just going to cook a Sunday dinner because it's my birthday. Well, on Monday it's my birthday.
It's not a birthday till tomorrow, but she's milking it.
No, it's not my birthday till Monday, but it's still my birthday weekend.
Whatever. So we're cooking, or Kerry's cooking, a nice black pudding, bacon and cheese toasty.
I think it might need an egg in it as well, just bring it all together.
Well, you do whatever you think's best, baby. So we're probably going to have an egg in it as well. But it is what time is it? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're getting ready because we're going to watch the first of the year of the season Formula 1 qualifying. We're going to sit in the van and watch that. We're probably going to have a bit of a chill out this afternoon, and then we're going to head down to the pub. We're going to have a tea in the pub, sink a few of old peculiars, because we do enjoy that in this pub. They do a nice pint, don't they?
They do a very nice pint, yes.
But yeah, you can't wish for a better day. Look at this. Instead of it being grotty, it's a bit windy. It's a bit windy out there. It's not quite warm enough to sit out, get the chairs out and sit out there, to be quite honest. If it weren't for the wind, it would be alright. But we've got the roof popped, and that's giving us some heat as well off the side of the van from sun. So we don't need that night heater on. We might need a night heater on later on tonight because it's going to drop down 3 degrees. But at the moment, it's quite nice, isn't it, baby?
It is. It is. It's all good. Right, so we are parked up. That's just told you, just showed you where we are. Look, nice little view, look.
Beautiful.
Yep. Just a quick one to show you how everything's working with the batteries. So, just on here, you can see that we're generating 34 watts of solar in there. But what you can see here is that it is on absorption. So the battery, like this one tells us, is at 100%. So it's at 100%. We're only going to be pulling from the solar what we need just to kind of maintain that 100%. So we've got 3 watts going into the battery just to tick it over, just because we have the 2 iPads here plugged in on charge. So it's using a bit of solar, well, it's using the solar to generate the power for that. We've also got the TV on. Alright, the TV, we've just got it on for music, haven't we?
Yeah, we're just listening to some music. But if you turn the TV off, the wattage will come down.
Yeah.
Because the battery, the power bank is full.
So if we were to put something else on right now, so if I put the lights on, you can see that that has now just gone up to 42, 43. It's gone up a bit more. 44. So 44 watts. And if I turn them off again, it's going to drop back down because we don't need all of that energy for them, son. We don't want to overpower the battery. It's just going to drop it back down to that 35, 36 watts that we're pulling in to maintain that 100%.
And that's purely because we've got the TV on.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we didn't have the TV on, we'll probably be down to sort of 10 watts because then it will just be trickling into the battery.
So earlier on when we set off from the hotel, we were on 76% of the battery because we've had the fridge on full all night. Well, it's been parked up, it's been parked undercover, so we've had no solar kind of generating any energy since about 10:30, 11 o'clock yesterday morning, was it? So we're on 76% this morning, this morning when we set off.
It was about an hour and a half drive.
It was about an hour and a half drive, and during that time we were generating between 85 and 105 watts of energy, weren't we, on the solar while we were driving? And that's topping the battery up.
But also we got the B2B going, so we were basically running about 350 watts. It's about 20 amps, something like that, putting it back into the battery. And as we know, or I think I've explained before, that lithium batteries charge 30% quicker with solar because it sucks in, it wants to suck in that energy. It's not restricting it in any way. Like an AGM or a lead acid battery will be slow to pull that energy in, whereas a lithium is sucking it in. It really wants, it's hungry for it. So yeah, and we've not really been able to demonstrate this properly because we've not really had any solar, have
No.
we? Because it's just been every time we've been out in the van, it's very rare when we get the sun out. So today the sun is out, and we just thought we'd explain to you. So basically, we're getting free energy.
Yep.
We're running the battery.
We're getting free energy to run whatever we want today, really.
Yeah.
Anything up to 100 watts would not touch the battery.
No, well, because we're pulling, we can get 100, we're getting literally 100 watts out of the sun. The highest I think it's come on today was, what does it say on there?
105.
The max, 105. So we can get about, well, earlier on we was getting at least 97 watts. So we can run anything up to that wattage before we even touch the battery. So it's just lithium, and like lithium was going to go down to 10%. We can get it down to, we've never been down that far. Most we'll ever go down to is 30-40%. But it just shows you how effective having 200 watts of solar with a 110 amp hour lithium battery with the right kit. The Victron stuff is amazing, which I think we already know that. You know, we can't, everything that's going to, there's only one more thing that I really want for this van, and that's going to be a Victron inverter. Because just to power our laptops and stuff like that, so we can use that off 240 and charge a bit quicker. But other than that, I don't think we need anything else. I think we're sorted on the power side of things.
Watch this space, because I'm sure Matt will find something in the next 20 minutes that he wants to do to upgrade the van in some way, shape or form. Are you comfy there, baby?
Very comfy.
Well, it's Sunday. We're cooking Sunday dinner. Matt's supposed to be cooking Sunday dinner, aren't you?
Yes, I am. We're cooking haggis, mashed potato and veg.
Yep, so everything's on there ready. We've not bothered putting the bed away today because F1's on, and we decided we wanted to just chill out and lounge on the bed. Plus, Matt's legs are really aching today. Why is that?
I might have just lost something, maybe.
Very lucky man.
Yeah, so Matt decided it was a fantastic idea to get the drone out yesterday. What was wrong with that decision?
It was a little bit windy.
So what happened?
I didn't put the full I didn't put a fully charged battery in either. So obviously it couldn't fight against the wind, and it ended up about 3 miles that way.
So, what happened was we were sat looking out the van window, and we noticed just down here, you can't see it now, but behind those trees just over there was some water that we'd not noticed before. So Matt was like, right, I need to find out what this is. And he gets his drone out, puts it up in the air. It's a bit cold with the door open because of the wind, so he literally set the drone off and closed the van door. That's how windy it was, wasn't it, baby? So we flew it up, tried to find out. He's like, oh, it's a little pond. And then he decided he was going to fly it down to the pub to then get pictures of the pub that we were going to a little bit later on. And then all of a sudden it starts beeping saying it's out of battery and it needs to come home. But it didn't come home, did it?
It couldn't fly home because it wasn't powerful enough to fly against it. If it had had a brand new battery in it, fully charged battery, it would have got back no problem. But because the battery was already it was already depleted, it was on like 10%, I think.
Did you have a fully charged battery you could have put in?
Yes. But I wasn't planning on staying out for that long. So anyway, basically it ended up in a farmer's field about 2 miles that way. Don't ask me how it even got that far away. So I was panicking, trying to look on the map to see exactly where it was, and I was looking footage. I was losing the footage. I was losing the video feed.
And you jumped out the van, didn't you?
I couldn't see exactly where it was, so I was trying to. Like,
all I heard was, it's not got enough battery power to get back in the wind. I need to go find it.
And then I goes running off down the hill, but I was trying to picture in my mind off the video footage that I'd seen whereabouts it roughly is going to be. But I was looking for about an hour in the totally wrong field. We'd lost all the battery power. I couldn't find.
You had no phone reception
I had
either,
no phone reception. I had no battery power left. I didn't know where the drone was. Could have been just anywhere. So anyway, after a bit of thinking, I thought actually there is a Find My Drone on the app, because it's a DJI Mavic, and it gives you your flight path and last known location when it literally loses all its power, and it was spot on. It was absolutely spot on, wasn't it? It gives you it takes the last 5 seconds of video footage so you can see where it is, and then it's just dead accurate, isn't it? So we'd managed to find that, and I was like, it can't be that far away, because like it was literally in this field here.
So where it was when we found it was a little bit further down from where it was, probably about the same distance away from the pub again, wasn't it? In the opposite direction of the pub. So it was like, right, well, let's just, because Matt was like, oh, I've lost it. And to be fair, give him his credit, I thought he was going to be in a much worse mood than what he actually was. He obviously had his little strop with himself before he came back to the van. But he was fine when we got back. You could tell he was a bit not very happy, but he wasn't in a bad mood. He was consciously not wrecking the birthday weekend, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd already had a strop with myself, and then I just had to laugh of what an idiot and a stupid muppet. You know, because I knew
it might have been
different.
If it had been me that had done it, it might have been a bit of a different story. But you had no one else to blame, did you?
No, and it's just like I did everything that I would tell someone not to do, which was stupid. So yeah, so I just had to giggle at myself and just thought, well, do you know what? We've lost it. It's gone. Yeah. But we ended up finding it after going through field after field after field, jumping over barbed wire fences, not wrecking the fences or anything like that. Managed to go through, and
you thought you were going to get attacked by about 6 dogs at one point?
Yeah, because it was it was in a farmer's field, and literally the farm was right there where the drone had landed. It was like 50 metres away from a farmhouse,
and it's a big hunting area around here, isn't it?
Yeah, so they got all working dogs and stuff. So anyway, I was like, well, I'm not going to jump back over these fences to get back the way I came. So I thought, right, I'm just going to go through the farm, go through the farmyard, and come out the other side back onto the main road. But and I was just thinking, you know what, if the farmer comes out, I'm just going to say to him, look, I'm sorry mate, I lost my drone. And I had the drone in my hand just in case he did come out. Luckily he didn't, but I was met by about 5 dogs in the back of a Land Rover, an open back Land Rover, and they was going nuts at me when I walked, and I had to walk past them because it was parked in the gateway. Oh my god, I thought I was going to come out there with no legs left. But anyway, they was fine. And then I walked down the rest of the farm lane, and we was fine.
Yeah.
And then we walked back to the pub. And
we went back to the pub, had a few drinks in the pub.
Yeah, had a laugh at each other because of what a stupid idiot I was.
Yeah. And also had a laugh because obviously on Friday night I've done my ankle in, and Matt's got dodgy knees. So by the time we'd finished finding this drone and climbing across fields and getting back to the pub, we were both very much ready for a stiff drink, weren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. And then we didn't have the greatest of meals actually.
No.
So it let us down a little bit because this is our go-to spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like yeah. So
it must have been a different chef on last night or something, wasn't it?
So I was a bit disappointed with that. But yeah, anyway, today's another day. The sun's shining. We're getting lots of solar. We've got the F1 on.
So we've got the F1. We've got Sunday dinner cooking. Matt's cooking Sunday dinner.
We've got the bed out so we can just chill. And then we're probably going to head off after the F1. Get back home and get some stuff done at home.
Yeah.
Why have you just got the camera on me all the time?
I haven't. I've just been showing them the dinner and the TV and the solar stuff going off there, and you and me.
So that's how it's been rolling. This is our Sunday afternoon. It's a lovely spot. We've got a different view today. We've moved the van around to get some better solar.
Yeah, we're getting look at all the solar over here. That's what we're generating at the minute.
It has been higher than that. Well,
yeah, it has. We've generated 400 watt hours so far today.
Do you want to show them the haggis?
Oh yes.
So the haggis in there cooking nice.
Yep.
There we go. And we're gonna have that with some mash.
Yeah. So we just went to Tesco yesterday and got some easy stuff to just... These are going to get whacked in the ridge when cake. We've got some mash, we've got some green vegetables, we've got some mint sauce in the cupboard as well. We're going to put a bit of cheese in with the mash to make that a bit nice with some salt and pepper. And then we've got the caramelised onion gravy.
Yeah.
So that's going to be Sunday dinner today. All cooked. By Matt. Dinner's looking good. We've got the mash going off. We've pumped it up big style, haven't we? Plenty of butter and some mustard in there and a bit of cheese. We've got the greens going off. Yeah, we've got some mint sauce in with those as well. The gravy's on. The haggis is there. It's cooked. Staying warm in the water. It's going to be looking good. There we go, Sunday dinner for today.
Sunday dinner done in the V-dubs. I mean, to be fair, it's simple. It took 45 minutes for the haggis to cook, and everything else just dead simple.
Yeah.
I mean, why can't you? You can look. You can eat proper in the van.
Yeah.
Haggis.
Yeah. Mashed potato.
It's not everybody's cup of tea, but we enjoy it.
And some greens.
Brown sauce, all have the haggis.
Yeah. See it there. F1 beers. Bit of tidying up to do, but that's alright, we can deal with that. Sunday's done right, isn't it? Yep. Well, that made for an interesting race towards the end, didn't it?
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yep, serves you right, Red Bull.
Payback. Payback for Red Bull.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this is us just leaving. We've just packed up.
It's going to be an awesome sunset as well, by the looks of it. But we're going to miss it.
It's a shame. It's a shame. We're just leaving now.
We're literally just pulling off.
Yeah, I know there's been lots and lots of footage of us just being in the van and not a lot of anything else, but that's just the way it's ended up this weekend.
Yeah, it's not usually like that, as you can tell off our other videos, but when the weather gets a little bit better, we'll definitely try a lot harder. Yeah.
And we've just had other things on this weekend, haven't we?
Yeah, hence going into York and stuff like that, so.
But it's been a blast. Don't forget to like and subscribe and put a little comment in the box, that kind of stuff. And we'll catch you all next time.
See you on the next one.